What's going on, Blerds, nerds, and everybody in between? It's your boy Wyatt, the sensei of the syndicate, here with another episode of With the BS. And today we're talking about some anime. So there was a list that came out earlier this week from IGN that had a top 25 of it had a top 25 of actually the best animes in their staff. And so, you know, amongst our group, it wasn't necessarily the most popular list in the world. So we're here to discuss our top 10 because we can't do our 25 because we'd be here all night, and I know everybody got stuff to do. So but before I go into the list, I wanted to introduce the people that are here with us right now. The general herself, KB, how you doing?
Chilling, man.
That's what's up. And Dub, how you doing, bro?
Blessed, man. Can't complain.
And of course, we got the bearded panda, the husky Hokage, the 1/3 of things people don't say podcast. Marcus, what's going on, bro? You are muted, sir. I can't hear you.
Tell he be talking shit about folks at work when he be on the move.
He'd be like, you know what? I can't stand this motherfucker.
He's not muted. It's something wrong with his audio.
It's just something with your mic. He said he'll be back. Yeah. So while he's doing that, I want to show you guys the list. I'm gonna go from, I think, the top 25. Nope, no, that's the wrong one. So 25. This is where they had it. Some of the honorable mentions are number 23 at Dragon Ball Z. JoJo Bizarro Adventures got at 20. Naruto Shippuden got at 19. Now, do you call it Naruto or do you call it Naruto?
Naruto.
And I say Naruto too, because I be listening to what they be saying on the dub or the sub ones. They be like Naruto, and then I don't feel like, maybe a little bit racist how I say it, but then I was like, not really. But and then then those were some of those other ones. Number 17, Attack on Titan.
Yes.
And then, 14, they had Demon Slayer. People really love that as well. Let's see, Hunter x Hunter got to 7, which wasn't really bad. And then they get to like the top 5. And the top 5, Hajime no Ippo, Monster, One Piece, Cowboy Bebop, and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So how do y'all feel about that list?
Now, that top 3 is very respectable, and I can understand those top 3. 4 and 5.
Oh, you can get off of Ippo, man. You're not gonna.
I heard Hajime no Ippo, and I know it's somewhat of a classic, but I haven't heard people rave over for me to be like, "Oh yeah, that's a top 5 anime of all time." Especially when you got stuff like Baki the Grappler out there and stuff like that, man. So maybe I need to go watch it.
I'm just saying, man. Just check it out.
I plan on. Y'all, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right, what's up? But yeah, I plan on watching Hajime no Ippo. I've heard good things about it, and it's on my list to watch. So I'm gonna try to. It's not long, is it? It's like only one season, isn't it?
Oh no, it's lengthy.
Okay,
it's lengthy.
Okay. I'm planning on checking it out.
Just think of a anime filled with like Rocky kind of moments. So
okay.
So it's really dope in that sense. And like, if you like any kind of sports anime, it's gonna have that same kind of feeling that goes along with it. Like you're fighting for that spirit of doing the best that you can and all the rest of that good stuff.
Yeah, see, I love most sports animes. Most
Fluffy Ninja's here. She said, "What up?
What's up, Fluffy?
What happening?"
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have kind of like we did with our other top 10 lists. Everybody's gonna give their number 10. Like, say for instance, we do number 10. Everybody's gonna give their number 10 and see what we kind of got and what we don't have. It's kind of sad because I was hoping that Sir would be here so he could try to trash One Piece again, because that is all that he's known for now.
I'm surprised. You said One Piece. He might show up. He might show up in the comments or something.
It may come up and be like, you know what? One Piece is so crazy and it doesn't need to be on anybody's list. So, so go ahead.
I was gonna say, is his hate for One Piece is just the fact of it's got that many episodes and he don't feel like watching it?
Yeah, that's
Or-
literally all it is.
okay.
And I told
I
him
feel-
before that's no longer a good argument because Pokemon has more episodes and he watched that.
Yeah, Pokemon has.
Well, he said that
plenty of-
like when I've talked to him before too, he said that he didn't like the art style, and
I didn't like it either. I hated it.
but I mean, in the same instance, I was talking to him, and I was like, it was made in '99, so you know you didn't really have a choice in the matter as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, and
He did.
the earlier art style, like when you, I guess the first 20 some episode, 30 some episode, I kind of had to bear with it. It improved it did improve a little bit for me. It did.
Right, so 100, 200, that's when it's kind of like, it ain't that bad no more.
Yeah,
Like, that early kind of styles was killing me.
Yeah, they had to, but I think what kind of helped in that situation was because it was so much of a simple art style that they could make so many episodes like week in, week out. You know what I mean? And then also, like, I like the fact that they don't have, like, you know how we'll talk about like Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball has like maybe one or two characters, and then after that they have the same motions for those same characters. So then it's kind of like their way of kind of getting, like, you have a whole bunch of characters that have different designs. So, and then, I mean, I know they only change their shirts or, you know, whatever, but it's just one of those things that makes it where it's not, you know, as repetitive, you know.
I do like that because I was like, Luffy go a whole arc with a damn orange vest versus his red one. Like,
yep. Or
stuff like that kind of catches my attention. Like, oh yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I am going to, we're going to start at number 10. What do you guys have for your number 10 favorite anime?
My 10 is kind of cheating a little bit because I have a 10A and 10B because I couldn't pick this one.
Okay.
Now, we just talked about this. It was, you know, it's all right though. Fluffy said they don't have that Demon Slayer budget. That's why.
Not at the beginning. Not
at the beginning. Now they do though.
I heard they got it now. That's what I'm trying to hurry and catch up.
Oh, they definitely do, from what I've heard.
So,
All right, so let's hear 10A and 10B from you, Dub.
10A is an anime called Terraform, and 10B is Prison School. Two completely different animes, but they're like some of my go-to animes to put people on.
Okay.
Terraform is very bloody, very gory. Everybody dies. Not like how everybody dies on Attack on Titan, but literally everybody gets out of here in Prison School. Very raunchy. Very much
Yes,
don't
it
watch.
is.
Very much don't watch in front of your mom, but I show my mom anyway. Yeah, it's very much my type of humor, my style of talking type stuff.
Fluffy's looking at your reaction when all this is happening. So, yeah, prison. Yeah, what is it? The prison one?
Prison School.
I heard that one and I was like, no, like it that one to me is the one that gives anime like kind of like that bad name kind of feel to it.
Oh, it definitely does.
Yeah, and so it's funny because I was like, that's exactly why you can't watch those kinds of ones around certain people.
That's the one where it might be something normal going on when somebody walk in. When you just watch it, as soon as somebody walk in,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody always walk in with something crazy going on. So yeah.
Exactly. You'd be like, no, but really, it's crazy. So
They never walk in when it's okay.
exactly.
But if they walk in when a battle's going on, they always walk in when somebody's undressed or somebody clothes.
Yeah, or somebody accidentally got their clothes blown off by like a battle, and then after that, you're like, oh, so I see why you want to watch it. I swear.
I was watching.
It's not like
one time. I think I was watching Naruto, and I think it was like in the beginning, when he learned how to do his sexy jutsu, and I think Brittany walked in and just looked at me. I said, "It's not like."
You gotta be like, hold on, baby.
Like,
let me explain what's going on here.
Wait till it's a dude. You got to watch it. You got to watch
So
it.
you're
You
like,
understand?
so then after that, you got to explain how a little boy is dressing up as a woman
Yes.
to try to seduce a grown man. It's really hard to explain. It's really hard to explain all of that.
Very
sometimes.
much.
Yeah, it doesn't get better.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
So, so who else got their number 10?
What you got, Marcus?
So for my number 10, I guess I had a couple of honorable mentions, but number 10, I will go with. I guess kind of like Dub. I had a 10A and 10B.
Here you go. All right. Let's go.
It's quick. So 10B would have been Hunter x Hunter, and my 10A would be Ronin Warriors.
All right.
You still gotta explain why that man looking at little boys, but it's cool.
You got to be talking about the clown.
Yeah, his Soka.
You never seen Hunter x Hunter?
I've seen it. I just don't remember anybody's name.
Yeah, he's Soka. Yeah, he definitely gives Orochimaru vibes.
Yeah. I think he's a little worse than Orochimaru.
Yeah, because he only focuses on one little boy, which makes it that much worse. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like gone imprinted on him or something. He wants gone. Like that's.
He's like gold. Oh god, that's horrible.
It is. Very much is.
All right, KB, what you got?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay. I got it a little bit lower in my list, but
it's 10 for me. And here's the thing: I didn't want to do an honorable mention list, so I stuck it there.
Okay. All right. She's asking, do we like Black Butler or no?
It's been on my to-do list to watch.
I have not seen Black Butler.
I've seen like a couple episodes, and like at the time I was looking for action. Like when I'm not on my Adderall, like 80, like oh god, it's got to have action like right away to catch me, or something that has like it was like Black Butler. I was like, it's cool. So I may have to go back to.
There wasn't any action. It wasn't happening for you.
It wasn't catching my eye like it was supposed to. But
it wasn't doing anime things like you want it.
No
I understand it. Yeah, I feel you.
That's how I feel like Gintama.
Yeah. So my number 10 was Dragon Ball. Like I put the whole series together, because I just got to do it just because we grew up on it. You know what I mean? But like, and it was good in Z. You know what I mean? But then as you get older, and things like that, I don't think it grew well with us. You know what I mean? Like if you were just looking for fights, then that's where you got it. That's all you needed.
If you want hands all the time, every time, all day, every day.
But see, here's the thing: it didn't even give us all that much hands if you think about it, because then all of a sudden you would just have like the little pop-ups or like the and then after that you wouldn't really see it.
I think what it was is they drug out episodes so long. Like one fight took about 5 episodes, right? Like it just like I remember coming home from school,
watching Goku episode,
trying to power up his spirit bomb or Kamehameha, whatever he's about to do. It take about 2 episodes for him to get there, then to get powered up. Another 2 or 3 episodes when it finally unleashed. The guy dodged it or something. Whoever we fight, they dodged it or something.
The payout wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And I hated when they went to Namek for a little bit, and then like Goku just when he got into a fight with Ginyu, and I was like, bruh, come on now, you killing me. You supposed to just go ahead mollywop him real quick and get on the way.
The whole training from
the So yeah, and if there are people watching now, definitely we want to hear your top 10 lists as well. We want y'all also to be like She-Hulk and smash that follow button, and we'll love you 3000. So definitely stay with us. Have a good time. So who was your number 9s?
My number 9, y'all may have heard of, but it was like my first. Like my next two, like two of the first animes I watched outside of like the stuff that came on like Adult Swim, Cartoon Network type deal. This one's called Baka and Test. I think this was like the first time I had got Crunchyroll or it popped up on Netflix. I was like, oh, anime, what's this? And it was like super funny. Like, and this was before I was real into subs, so I was just watching dubbed at the time. Like, and when I saw that it had a season 2, I was like, oh, I gotta watch no matter what it was. And it was still like hilarious. So that's why that comes in at my number 9. And like I said, I also didn't want to fill mine with all the predictable honorable mentions I got.
Yeah. Fluffy said number 10 for her was Dragon Ball.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So
I guess I'll go. So my number 9 is just say what it was. I can say one off, but my number 9 is Afro Samurai. I loved Afro Samurai when it came out, and so you can put that up there.
That's a real good
Fuck said Oran Host Club.
I need to watch.
I do like Oran Host Club.
Literally, I said one of my friends today. I need to watch Fruit Stack and the Oran Host Club.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those are cute.
I like some stuff too. Now that I think about it, something that I probably should put on here is not on here, but oh well.
I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna change one right now.
All right, for my number 9, I have Tenchi Universe.
That was a really good one. It was really. It had. I like the fact that it changed over time.
I loved, like, I like all of them except for Tenchi and Tokyo. Like, I hated Tenchi. I liked Tenchi Muyo. I liked Tenchi Universe, and Tenchi and Tokyo wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't great. I don't like anything after those 3 though, because it's like they decided to do different iterations of things, and it just got weird.
I agree. Mine is Bleach. I'm trying to get all my childhood favorite ones out the way. You know what I mean? Because like I think it was really, really cool to bring. I like the idea of everybody Zanpakuto taking different forms, doing different things from that point. That was really, really cool. I thought that was like a really dope idea. The reason why it's so low or so high up on this list is because like the filler episodes just took me out of it.
Those non-canon seasons or whatever. Like speaking of the Zanpakuto one, you know, there's like that's basically it's not canon. That's not a canon. And I love that when I wasn't gonna watch it. When I was watching it, I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. But then I sat there and watched it, like, oh, this was pretty good. Then you know it jumps back to the battle with eyes and then the run card.
Like even though
go ahead.
KB.
I was gonna say, I think if I had started with the anime first, I would like Bleach more. But because I started with the manga and it set this tone for me, I did not like the anime. I hated the anime.
I can see that because, like, not only that, you can have a richer story. And I think it's like, say, for instance, when you read a book versus watching the movie, like how people are like, they don't like it just because of the fact that they have so much stuff that's different from there. I'm the same way. So, like, I get it now that I started to read some of the manga, but, like, it was still pretty good to me.
I hated it. And I was so excited to see it. And I think that kind of hurt my heart a little bit. However, I'm really excited to see them animate the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still excited to see this, especially because they're supposedly sticking closer to the source. So I'm really excited to see how they play this out.
Mm-hmm. And see, for me, the reason I started watching Bleach is I had just caught up with Naruto like on the internet. I was like, dang, like now I gotta watch some weekly. It was like the summer of it was the summer of high school, and I was like, I just finished Naruto on my website called NarutoGets.com. So after that, they had a Bleach Gets. I was like, oh, let me see what this talking about. And that's when I kind of like, oh damn, this shit is nice.
Yeah.
But I had the same problem. I hated being in the middle of an arc, and then you just start a whole different, completely new story. It's like, bro, did I miss something? Did Aizen die while I was away?
Man, that's every time.
Like Ichigo just leaking out, fighting Grimjow. Like,
exactly.
Why we over here talking about what was it, like some vampires or something like that? They
bounce,
yeah,
what they were called, yeah, basically.
Yeah, them.
So,
yeah.
Oh, by the way, let me show you this. Our homeboy Jeremy, who usually does our Sunday like drink and draw, he does really good artwork for us from here. So, Dub, I'm sorry, you just kind of get caught in the head with the graphic. Just do this.
It kind of flows, you know.
Just duck and dodge. I'll trade. Duck, dodge. There you go. So definitely do that. And by the way, with that news as well, I keep forgetting stuff. So usually this is the day that we do the drink and draw. We're actually moving the drink and draw to Tuesday nights around 7. So hopefully you guys can rock with us there. Jeremy's got some great artwork that he's planning on doing and putting up for us. So he has one where he's going to actually draw Zelda next week, and I'm going to make my my mule, my own
Link or Zelda?
Link. He's drawing Link.
Okay, I was just asking.
From Zelda.
Gotcha.
So that is what he's doing. It's going to be a great time. So, what do you guys have for number 8? Did everybody do 9? Everybody did 9.
Yeah. I would say my you can go ahead if you want to. Man.
No, go for it.
I would say so we kind of talked about it already. My number 8 was Bleach, and it's just when I when I started watching Bleach and was like, this is nice, but like I said, what threw me off or why it's so much low is the fact of everything that we named. Like they were like you'll be getting good into one arc, then all of a sudden we jump to this that has nothing to do with this. We jump to that. I was like, so yeah, but Bleach is my number 8.
The way of the house.
I've been meaning to watch the house.
I've heard
that. My number 8, and the reason this is made my list because this was the first anime that made me cry, and I was really like anime really like has some emotion provoking scenes and stuff. My number 8 is Angel Beats.
Okay, well, cool. I thought you were gonna hit mine. KB, what you got?
ID Invaded.
I've never heard of that one. What's that one about?
It is serial killers.
Oh.
So essentially they have this cop that has to solve crimes. So he enters into people's dreams to basically piece together what's going on. And in the center of the story is this girl. And every night serial killers invade her dreams and kill her. And this has been going on since she was like a child. It gets wild. And I normally don't go for horror and gore, but this one was really good. Like I had to finish it, and I was pissed off the entire way.
What's the name of this again?
ID Invaded.
Okay, yeah, writing it down.
Yeah, I need to be invaded.
Yeah, I remember being so angry with my roommate for introducing me to this anime. I was so mad.
All right, my number 8 is Akame ga Kill.
Akame ga Kill.
Yeah. That one, it kind of put me in the same mindset of like a Bleach where everybody's weapon was unique, and but the fact that anybody could get it at any time made it that much more crazy, because then I was like, he getting got it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he getting got it. All right. Yep. So that was one. I was looking at my list because I just remembered one, and now I'm trying to see which one I'm going to kick out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I remember one too, and I was like, I feel the same way, but I'm just going to leave mine alone.
Damn. No, I gotta get this one in somewhere, but they're all
Exactly.
oh shit. All right. All right, y'all.
I'm so entertained.
I'm looking now because I don't want to take All right, we'll do that one. All right, go ahead with number 7.
We doing the sexy voices this week.
Nah. I mean,
don't be like that, KB.
KB said.
Don't be like that.
Listen.
Number 7.
Killer
Kill.
Kill was good.
Kill was good. It was better than I expected it to be. Like I thought it was going to be trash.
I thought it was going to be terrible. I was like, okay, I'm waiting for this to just drop off, and it didn't. It didn't. Like especially like with her being, I'm not gonna lie, with her being half nigga like that, I was like, this can't be like that.
Can't be good.
That can't be that intense. It's just something like for horny little boys to watch. But no, it did its job.
I definitely thought you said half nigga, and I was trying to figure out where you were going with this. I was like, first off, that's news to me. Second, what you trying to say?
Not the half nigga.
Not the half niggas. Oh, okay.
That's all I was like. Right. This took a turn.
All right. Yep. I got it. I'm good now. All right. So, Marcus, what you got for us?
And we said number 7, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had something else for number 7, but I forgot to write it down. Yeah, it was bad.
This is funny.
So I'm gonna go with we can go with Dragon Ball Z Saga. So I go with that as my number 7. And I was trying to. It was something else I had, but I couldn't remember what it was, and I was like, and I just started when we was talking about number 8. Like, I wanted this one. This is gonna be my number 7. I'm like, I'll go back to write it. I'll go back to pull it up. Like, fuck, I forgot to write it down. So yeah, it was Dragon Ball Z.
I really regret putting like Bleach in there, because then like I was like I could have gone without Bleach.
Yeah.
But now I was like, now it's already there. So
yeah, you already called it now.
Yep. Yeah. Well, shit.
You got Dub.
Who?
What you got, Dub?
Oh, for my numbers, I try my best not to make a list with a whole bunch of like recent animes, but this one was just so fire to me that I feel like it's gonna take off even more later on down the road. It has a great character development, like all the characters don't seem like the typical trope of characters, and I love how they didn't make the female character a damsel in distress. All the female characters are bad bitches. Part of my French. I got Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hey, let's go.
Yes.
I had a bone to pick with you, but I like this pick, so I'm not sure if I want to pick it yet. No, I'm gonna do it. Fuck that. For my bone to pick with you is when we opened the show, like behind the scenes when we were just chatting it up. You said you didn't like having the current animes, and then you turned around and said you tried to make your list not full of current animes. So I'm gonna need you to explain yourself.
Keyword try. Like I said, but this is my exception. Like I said, you won't see a lot of Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia because it's still ongoing. But Jujutsu Kaisen just really kind of.
Jujutsu Kaisen only has one season.
I know, but I'm just saying, Jujutsu Kaisen is just kind of like how the story played out, how the characters develop. Like Demon Slayer, like and all those other ones, like you still kind of like get those same kind of. You've kind of seen those characters before a little bit, like Tanjiro and Deku. You kind of probably put them in the same boat. You Itadori, you kind of can, but when you start looking at the other characters, it's kind of like these guys are a little different.
You talking about the girl from the which girl you talking about? The girl, the upperclassman girl, or the
his teammate? I don't see her name. Like all of them are like that.
Nobara, Nobara, all of them are like that.
Yeah, like that last episode when she pulled out that hammer and and she had that killer instinct on her face. I was like, she's not another song.
So Maki is the girl on his team, right? Maki is the
one with the glasses.
Yeah.
See, I love Maki's story. That's like Maki's my favorite. I love her story.
Mm-hmm. She was like, she is not going anywhere. She's like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna run this place. Y'all are not gonna play.
And see, that's what
Fluffy said. Honorable mention: No Game, No Life.
No Game, No Life is great. It, like I said, it only had one season. That's the only thing I like, because like it ended in like such a way, like, okay, they're gonna make another one. I've been waiting years for another.
I felt this. Oh, let me tell you this funny story about my son. So all right, don't judge me, but I let him watch God Eater, and so he was like, oh my God, this is great, Dad. And I was like, I know. He's like, okay, so when is it coming out with the season 2? And I was like, it's not. It's not, son. He's like, what do you mean? It was really, really good. Welcome to the life of being disappointed, son.
I figured. Okay, can I take back my number 7?
We'll allow it. You get one take backs.
So let me erase Dragon Ball Z and Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. That was my number 7.
That's a good pick.
I had Gundams on.
I hated how much I love it. That's a good pick. I wanted to smoke with everyone when that was over.
Mm-hmm.
It's very. It's. I don't know.
That's the one he had like the fire hand and stuff like that. Which one was that?
No, this is the one where they're kind of like they're almost like space pirates.
Yeah, they were. They started off as like these. They orphans. Were working on this planet, or they were orphans on this planet, and they were
military. Like
they were like
child soldiers.
Yeah, basically, and they were doing work for other people, and they finally kind of freed themselves, and they started with an organization or whatever.
Ahead of us. Hold on. You at number 6. We still on 7.
But Iron Blooded Orphans is really good if you haven't seen it, and I love the intro.
Yeah, I do like the intro, and the story is honestly top tier.
It is.
Bleach has some of the best intros. I'm glad Bleach comes back.
So all right, my number 7 was like the first one that had a little thug tear come down the face. It was really, really sad, but it was really fulfilling because you saw this guy show these kids an opportunity to be more than what they were. And that was Assassination Classroom.
I knew it. Mm-hmm. That's real.
Because he was like, he gave everybody, at the end, he gave a heartfelt speech to each member of his class. And he was...
I'm not gonna lie, they ended really, even though they kind of told you what was gonna happen. I was like, he's not. It's not. It was like, what's going on? Get up.
He's like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Line came
on Get Up was so sad.
It was sad, man, because he was doing a lot. You know what I mean? Because he took like the underachiever group, and he was like, I can make these people. And so he showed them each way a different way of how to learn, how to be able to tackle life. So, you know what I mean? It was really, really good because each one of them showed growth in that way. And you can always relate to what kind of student that you were, you know, at least one type of the student that you were as far as that's concerned. So that was a part that really made me like appreciate it a little bit more.
I don't know. I just didn't care for it. I'll try to watch it again from that viewpoint, but I didn't like it. Number 7, I got Dead Man's Wonderland.
Hey, that's good.
That was another one where I was upset that they didn't get another season.
Right. And it's another one I didn't expect to like, because again,
very, very
not really my cup of tea, but the story
it was cool.
Honestly, yeah, like the story was intriguing though, so I was here for it.
Yeah.
Everybody
I like
was here
that.
for it. And I do like
All right. All right, we got the next one. So number 6. All right, hold on. Let me put Fluffies up there first. She was ready. She was rapid fire for us.
She was ready for it.
She had Soul Eater.
I need to finish Soul Eater. I started watching it, and I don't know why I stopped.
I watched a few episodes, and I kind of
because the end was
I'm gonna go back in.
It was.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it was stupid. I'm not gonna watch it.
I haven't watched it all the way. I watched a few episodes, but I'm gonna probably go back after I finish. Or after they either before or after they finish Five Points.
Yeah, just when you get to like the last 2 episodes, just stop and you'll be much happier.
All right.
She said Soul Eater was hilarious.
It was.
It was until the end.
Yeah, literally, like the last 2 episodes were just like, why did y'all do the payout? Why did you do this? Because it was so good up until that point.
Lord Death was pretty cool though.
Well, he was. Him and Death.
My number 6 is, and it's something new that I added, but I have to put it on here just for it's.
Hold on. Wait a second. Time out.
Exactly.
You just said.
No.
Go ahead.
It's not a recent anime.
It's not a recent one.
Okay.
My number 6 is One Piece.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because you look at how long, like some animes aren't getting second season.
I thought you were gonna say that you had a new one, and I was gonna get on you. I was like, come on, you had 7 and then 6.
I was encouraging it.
So it can't catch me lacking. But like, even though I just got into it, I put in number 6 because, like I said, longevity wise, it's been doing this thing. Like I said, the character designs, although kind of eccentric and very much different than what you typically see, I like it. I can't think of what in the character's name. It was like Ivanka or something like that. It was like there was a character with a super big head, and I was like, I fuck with this character. I like it. But yeah, so One Piece, that's a good put up there.
Okay.
All right, well, I go my number 6. Easily, it's outside my top 5 for a reason. However, it's definitely a top 10 for me. Pokemon, like the theme song alone is top 10 for me. But I've started Pokemon back when I was like a kid watching it. Haven't watched it. Kind of fell off some of it felt like it in some of the middle seasons, but as of like the most recent ones, like when they were in the Kalos region, X and Y, stuff like that, they pick back up. It's actually pretty good. And the battles get pretty intense. Pokemon is my number 6.
See, I watched the Pokemon, it was like Origins, where they follow like behind Red and Blue.
Don't get me started on that. Pokemon Origins is top tier. That was it. That Pokemon Origins is kin to the actual manga. If you read the manga, it's kin to that. See, I read some of the I'm not finished with it, but I read most of Red's story in the manga or whatever. But it's kin to that. And Pokemon Origins is fire. It's fire. And I wish they would do an adult version, like more teenage friendly. Yeah, they more. Give me something like Origins, like stretched out. Give me an Origin series or like that, like something where we can do Red, or we can either pick a new trainer that's not Red and that's not Ash, but it's on a journey, different, on that journey or whatever. So I would love that. But yeah,
I need Ash to grow up.
You said what?
Bruh,
Ash to grow up.
Ash has been the same age.
I need him to age. It's terrifying to me.
What's that syndrome where you look like you stay young forever?
It ain't Benjamin Button. It's something else.
Nah,
that's that one thing that one girl had that was in the Scary Movie where she looked like she was 10. Yeah. Speaking of horror movies, this Wednesday, y'all gonna help me find 31 horror movies to watch for 31 days of October.
I got 3 of them for you.
You save it.
Don't come with no Human Centipede.
Yeah, don't. If you do that, you just get kicked out the group. End of story.
Well,
Dub, don't start with me.
That is not a horror movie, bro.
It is a horror movie.
It's just nasty. That's what that is.
When you place in somebody's face or somebody else for non-sexual purposes, that is very much a horror movie.
It's body horror, so it is technically a horror movie.
Those are my 3. Just know I'm coming with the shit.
You coming with the shits, Dub?
Come with it.
Yeah, literally.
All right. So, all right. So we're at number 6 now.
Yeah.
All right. So I changed my number 6 like twice, 3 times actually. Hold on, Fluffy. What will love? I'm not gonna love.
She got 5.
What?
She got 5. You'll love it.
Okay. Okay, she's got
Now,
5.
she's saying you'll love Human Centipede. That's what she was saying.
All right, she's got 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. And then I'm gonna do every day. I'm gonna do a short review, like 3-minute review over that, and see how I can sleep then the same night. You know, October's gonna be a rough month.
You got it. It'll be all right.
But you know, that's me getting used to being a parent again. So you know what I mean. I got to get used to staying up.
Believe you.
So number 6, I had to change it like 3 times. First, it was gonna be Ronin Warriors. Then it was gonna be Kuriko's basketball.
That's not cool.
No basketball.
But I landed on Vinland Saga. So Vinland Saga is one of the newer ones, but it's like, to me, it's like Gangs of New York meets like Game of Thrones without the dragons. Like it's crazy.
I never thought Vikings could be cool.
Vikings, they did their thing on this one.
They did.
I would say that one to be higher up for you because of the way you've been talking about it.
It's really good.
It's really good. See, but I have my whole list. Yeah, I got my whole list of things that I'm really passionate about. But I always like to have somebody watch really good stuff that's not like, because Vinland Saga wasn't really mainstream, but like once I watched it, I was like, nigga, like he's over here killing folks for somebody else for some other stuff.
Yeah, so you get his lick back.
Yeah, like it's a revenge story like nobody's business. Like that's why it's so good. But it only made it to number 6 for me. So now we're in our top 5s, lady and gentlemen.
That didn't hit my
ladies
top
count. 10. You have one in the comments and me.
That is true, ladies and gentlemen. Touche. Way to keep me honest, KB. So number 5, Dub, what you got?
My number 5 went a little older school. I went Cowboy Bebop.
Hey, that's always a classic.
Yeah, I had to go with the classic. My boy Spike
Spiegel.
Yeah, had to go with the classic.
This is what Fluffy had for category. Is that right? Did I say it right?
I've never heard of that.
You gotta fill us in on what it's about, Fluffy, because I
feel like I heard somebody mention it this past weekend actually. Me and my friend.
We'll have to find out because I don't know. So,
okay.
What about you, Marcus? What you got for me?
So my number 5, it is a most recent anime, and that's My Hero. Love My Hero. I've been reading the manga, and I'm like 1 book behind. I think the newest book just dropped, so I got to get that. But I'm reading the manga and the anime. This past season anime was a little off. However, things are starting to get really, really good.
Gambling show on Netflix. That's what she said it is.
Might have to check that out.
To know what it is, thought it was spelled differently. Carry on.
But yeah, definitely My Hero is up there for me.
So, all right, hot take. I fell out of My Hero because like it's not coming with it. Now it may come with it in the manga, but like as far as this, the only thing that they do is they have a training exercise and then they fight a big bad. That's all they do every season. And I think at first it was really cool because we got to see other people with different quirks coming through, but like now it's kind of gotten repetitive, and it's gotten kind of where you can understand like, okay, they're gonna have a training fight and then everybody's gonna show that, you know, they leveled up since, you know, last summer, and then after that, that's gonna take half the season, and then the next thing is somebody's gonna have a big bad fight, and that's it.
If I had to rank 200 anime, it wouldn't even make that list. I don't enjoy it.
Hey,
oh shit!
It is what it is. But however, for me, I enjoy it for the simple fact of, I would say you look at the MCU or like how much I love the MCU in the comics, so and it's like this and it's like that in anime form for me, and you getting to see like the kids, but like I said,
go ahead, Marcus.
I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, they do what they're doing in the manga justice. That's why I just put it like that. So
I do enjoy My Hero because I like just see like you get to see the older heroes fight and duke it out, like that Endeavor fight when he was fighting that Namu.
Yeah, with Hawk. Yes.
They didn't off Endeavor, but he just came back with a battle scar. I was like, hey,
now he looked like his son.
The attention to detail. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like
he gets. Wait, I almost said something. Wait till they go.
Oh, you talking about another son? Okay.
Oh no, I'm talking about Shoto. However, wait till you. But yeah, it gets this in the manga. It gets like I'm in the manga. You get more stuff. Oh, okay. So you already know what I'm talking about. So yeah.
Yeah, I tried to dodge it, but I already know what it is.
I think I know what y'all talking about, but I've been trying to dodge it. Like anything, here's the thing I don't like about mangas being coming anime, because everybody then wants to spoil the manga, / anime, because then after that they're like, oh, let's talk about what happened in the manga, and then after that you're like, oh, this happened, and so you won't have that's why I try to actively miss everything with Dragon Ball, the manga, because I'm not gonna do
it's
that.
So hard because anytime you log on anywhere, first thing you see is something like that. Like when they talk about whatever the news thing going on with Frieza. But if I read the manga, I do my best not to tell anybody or lead on anything about as far as like what I've read so far. It hasn't been revealed yet. Now, if you ask me about it, and you want to talk about it, we can definitely chop it up. But I'm not about to go, hey, you won't believe such and such. I'm not about to do that. I hate when people do that. Like if I ask you, then okay, but don't tell me beforehand.
I had a frat brother do that to me. And he ruined what was it? He ruined a couple things for me. You know how they had those movies that came out on the anime movies, and they come out for one part, and you're just like, oh, okay, I'm starting to watch it here. And then after he was like, oh man, have you gotten to the part with this? No, I haven't got to that part. But now that I know that it's here, thanks. I'm just gonna turn this shit off. I turned off anime altogether around him sometimes because I'd be like, I don't want to hear what you know about this. Nope.
Man,
me personally, I'd have had about 2 or 3. I'd have had Jujutsu Kaisen or Ruin for me. I know some that have one of my favorite characters, which pissed me off. Attack on Titan. I was dodging that any kind of spoilers for I was 7 years strong, no spoilers. I got a fucking email dog from QR. It's like a Reddit form. And I'm like a stickler for notifications, so I clear out all my stuff. You can ask Marcus. If he asks me a question or someone we're having a conversation, and I forget to text him back, and it's 12 o'clock at night, I'm just gonna open and read.
He go respond, yeah.
I'm just gonna read or I'm gonna respond late, so the notification won't be there. I'll just be like, I hope Brittany don't think it's another woman or something. He literally spoiled the ending that I was dodging for 7 years, bro. Bro,
so
I was.
Yeah, he was upset.
Bro,
it's okay. We'll give you a virtual hug here, buddy.
Yeah, bro. That really pissed me off, because bro, an email, and it wasn't I clicked the email; it was in the subject line.
Oh, you can't even you just have to be literate. That's the only thing you have to do. You just got to turn your brain on.
I do my account, lock email page. I said, yeah, give me a
So. All right, so what do y'all have for your top 5?
So my number 5 was Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you it was on there. Because I'm not the one that was arguing about new animes being on the list.
That's what's up.
I don't say they shouldn't be on there. I'm just saying they could fall off. Hey, you agree? Yeah, I'm just saying they have a chance to fall off. You watch that first season, it's stellar. Then you watch the second season, you're like, what type of mid shit is this?
And that can easily happen with Jujutsu Kaisen. We are
We will
only
not
on
speak that
season 1.
negativity. We will not speak that negativity on Todo and Gojo. You hear me?
I don't think it will happen.
Man,
I'm
I
just
love-
saying it could. You got to
Todo.
keep the same energy.
Best
You gotta-
friendo.
Besto friendo.
Oh, yes. Man, I was. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say this.
All right, Marcus, what you got for number 5?
We did that. Was my
Yeah, I
hero.
was
Number
last
5
one
was
to
my
go
hero.
five.
Yeah.
Oh no, my number 5
Yeah, you.
is Hajime no Ippo.
Hey.
So it's I love the sports genre because like they make it cool to try again. Like I think sometimes with us like we think it's too cool, like especially if you lose or especially if like okay, and then learning the different nuances in like say for instance boxing, or there was one with rugby. Kuriko's basketball is another one. There's a lot. I love like the sports genre.
Megalo Box. Did you watch
yeah.
Megalo Box?
Yeah.
That blue lock that's dropping this month.
Yeah, there was another one that was
I gotta
called
watch Blue Lock.
Ace of Diamond, where it talks about a pitcher. Yeah, and he it's
if you like sports, I told you what's the new one watching it's soccer, but it's Aoshi. That one's really good. Definitely check that out if you get a chance. And you already know my one I always bring up when we talk about sports anime, but yeah. Yes.
So yeah, that's what I love about it. And then after that, with him, he don't really want to fight. He wants to just get be the best, but not just to like hurt people. He just is like, I just want to get better. And then after that, they'd be like, oh, he got a mean straight punch, and then he works on his hooks and all the rest of it, and weave.
Yeah.
So
I just thought something else I should put on this list.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of slice of life animes I should. Now I'm thinking about like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they deserve to be this high. So now it's kind of like you. Like I might.
Now you got to rethink some shit.
I feel really good about the fact that I haven't had to reorganize anything, and I haven't had to think about it yet.
Man, every time I looked at it, I was like, cool. And then after that, I was like, oh, because then we talked about something else and it made me think of another one. And I was like, I really like that one. That, like, to me, well, I'm going to pose this question to you guys. What makes a really good anime to you guys?
It just depends on what I'm looking for. Like if it's like some action, of course, it's like a good ass fight. But like if it's like a slice of life, I mean, granted, I like cute shit. I'm not too ashamed to say I like cute shit. So like something like Spy Family, which would have been on my list if they had more time. On here, it's like, oh, it's cute, it's funny, it feels good. Like once you got a long week, you watch it, it's like, oh, haha, this is funny. But like something like Attack on Titan, like it's the action, it's the storyline behind it. It's the oh shit, like this going on. It just depends on what I'm looking for in that anime.
Rewatchability for me.
Facts.
Like if I can sit down and watch it again after I get done with it and still feel good watching it, or not even good, but still feel like I need to pay attention to it, then it's got a good mark for me. Because there are some that I'll watch and I'm like, that was straight, but I'll never watch it again. And then there are some where I may sit down and only watch like maybe 4 episodes of the entire like series. But when I can go through and I can let it play and I can sit here and say, oh snap, this is one I'm about to sit down and just zone out and watch this, like that's me. And that's kind of how my list is set up. Everything that is on my list I will rewatch. I will sit down. If you've never seen it, I'll sit down with you and watch it. I'll sit down with my mom and watch it. I'll watch it on my own. Like that's how my list is construed, which is why I think I'm really good about my list. And then also is story.
Yeah.
I told y'all I'm really big on story. The story doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to make sense for at least whatever is happening and what's going on. That's why I liked Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood so much. Like, that story was a very concise story. The moves that were made in that story made sense. Even the really like terrible, depraved type things, they made sense for the way the character was. Like Tucker, I'm not saying that what he did was right, but I'm saying when you take what his character was, because I hate that man. Make no mistakes about it. There's still a character I wish was brought to life because he would catch these hands. But with the type of character that he was, with the funding and the research, like, you were shocked by it, but you weren't shocked by it because it's like, yeah, he's terrible. That made 100% sense because he was desperate and he did it to his wife too. Like, this made sense for you being a sick fuck.
Yep. I always bring that up. I always love hearing people talk about it.
Because you're going to show the shirt, aren't you?
No, I'm not going to show the shirt. I deleted the picture.
You would have.
I was looking for it, not going to lie. I was like,
I saw it in your
where
face.
is it?
I saw you.
I just was like, okay, she's talking about that. I can jump in with the shirt.
You had the glint in your eye. I saw it.
It was there. I was ready. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, I was prepared.
Oh man, I need to quit deleting stuff, man. I messed up everything.
That's what you get.
I do.
That's fine.
What about you, Marcus? What do you like about
It was mostly what I'm looking for, but I mean, it's like what I'm in the mood for. Like, if I'm in the mood for something that has action, some move for, like, say, something a little bit more depth in the story, but mostly just basically what Fluffy said, like story development, character growth. If you're giving me that, and like, so the good story, I mean, it doesn't have to have a whole lot of action, but when there is action, if it's good action, like if it's, you know, good fight scenes or whatever the case may be, or whatever. Like, I love, say for instance, like Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is awesome. It's not on my list, but it's an awesome anime that I love. Like, and there's no real fights in there. Like, you know, you may get one or two little tussles, but there's no real fights. It's mostly about watching Senku go through the motions of thinking and stuff, doing stuff, inventing stuff. Like, I love it. Like, and I love the story. I love, like, they a couple of flashbacks here and there. I haven't watched the newest season, but just from the first season alone, that is a excellent anime.
Yeah, you want to definitely see season 2.
I plan on it. Like I said, I was waiting for it to finish. Usually, because I'll sit there and you can say I binged that. That's something I'll sit there and watch over a weekend or watch over a week and a half and be through with it. So that's why I waited for that to finish. But like good story and character growth, where you seeing like the characters not the same. You know, that you see the change in them from this season to that season, where they become, it may be something subtle, maybe something big, but good character growth and a great story. I'm here for it.
Hey KB,
What's up?
I didn't find the shirt, but I just wanted to show you. I had another shirt though that was a really fire ass Goku shirt that's on a ringer, and you guess where you can find it at?
Ooh,
The BlerdSyndicate.com.
The BlerdSyndicate.com. I'm just saying. And then we also have a really cool Gohan shirt. He's only got one hand, so you got to help him out. So definitely, you can also find this shirt at where?
The BlerdSyndicate.com.
There we go. Anyways, that was my 2 seconds. But yeah, man, I love character development. I love the fact that like a story doesn't stay the same or a character doesn't stay the same. Yeah. Especially in the circumstances. So that kind of, when it comes to my top 5, that definitely shows with those characters that you see as the main characters or even the supporting characters as well. So number 4, who do y'all got? What you got?
Let's see. You want to go first, or how you want to do?
You can go ahead, Doug.
All right. My number 4 is Death Note.
Okay.
Because Death Note was just one of those animes. It was just different. Like, you didn't see a bunch of tunning. It was more like a thriller because you were like, how was this battle of the brains gonna go? he posthumously won that battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to like set his little proteges up to take on Light. So it was just kind of like, dang, like just kind of see how it was a game of chess. It just made me think like what's gonna happen next type joint. So it just kind of like peaked was like solidified on my list just because of how different it was, because you don't see that a lot.
I agree. Fluffy said Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hey,
Spirit Gun.
That is a great
Yusuke. Yusuke, you're Meshi. You're a Meshi. My number 4 is One Piece. I love One Piece. Haven't finished it, but just how, like I say, I find myself sitting there watching it, and when Luffy about to go off, or Luffy about to give somebody those hands, bruh, and I find myself cheering for him, like, yes, like, go, bruh, like, let's go, about time. Been waiting, like, I just finished, like, one of the past arcs I just finished was when him and Don Flamingo were fighting, bruh.
Dressrosa.
Bruh. When Luffy was like, man, when he hit the bouncy man. Like I was excited. Like One Piece is my number 4, man.
KB, what you got?
Samurai Champloo.
Hey,
that was one of my honorable mentions. It was on the list and then got taken off the list.
I could have. It was like my 10 or 11. I mean, and I was like, oh, I don't want to put this, and I dropped it down. But yeah,
it would have been like 10C. So, my number 4 is Demon Slayer. Just because, like, I like the fact that there's enough like storyline to be like, okay, this is what's happening. All right, let's get to it. And then after that, like, the fact that one of upper management's favorite characters is Rengoku, because he was optimistic, but optimism didn't save him. You know what I'm saying? Like, being a good guy didn't save him.
Speaking of, that got spoiled for me too before I saw the movie.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I read it in the manga before I saw the because I read the manga, and I think we went to the movies to go see it. Me and Doug would go to the movies to go see it. He had told me he got spoiled for him, but he was like, even though it's saying I read it and still watching it, it still hit me right here. I was like,
yeah, because we were trying so hard.
Yes, and then see how hurt Tanjiro was. Wow.
And then at the end, where he saw the person, you know what I mean, that one person, and he was like, oh, I can finally rest because I see her. You know what I mean?
I don't know what was touched on. Anime was like when he went to go see his brother and his dad. I was like, I only see this.
Yes.
I only see this.
That whole thing made me angry because how dare you introduce this character with the intention for me to like him, only to,
bruh.
Demon Slayer, bro. You just don't.
Anybody could catch it. Anybody could catch it at any point in time.
See, that doesn't bother me. I don't like being introduced, and I think if I had watched it as the season instead of the movie, I would have been fine with it. If I had watched it in episodes, but I watched it as the movie, and because I watched it as the movie, it was like, why did you introduce this man just to break my heart like this?
Yeah,
he had cool character design, so I was like, oh, he a mainstay. He gonna be here for a minute.
You thought that,
and then one of my homeboys told me a lot of folks die. I'm like, what you mean a lot of folks die? They got a lot of designs, man. What you mean? He's like, wait till you get here. Wait till you get here. Stuff will just start kicking off. Like,
bruh.
You just tripping.
Like, and they did do a prequel with him and the guy that was in the in this past season,
the entertainment district.
Yeah, the Hashira that were in this. They did a prequel with them too. I think it was them too, but I know Rengoku was in it, and they actually put it out. I forgot how long ago, but I got to go back and read that one. But because the season I'm in now is the season we're getting ready again. I think they're getting ready to start this season. Well, the next season is what I'm reading now, going through right now.
It was funny because when the one Hashira stabbed his sister, he was like, all right, you know. And then they found out that okay, she cool, she not going crazy, no nothing like that. And he's like, hey. So because she stabbed my sister, I got just let me headbutt him one good time. That's all.
Yes.
I'm not upset, but like I need to get my get back because he just stabbed my sister.
Mhm.
So let me go ahead. I'm just gonna headbutt her. What they're like? Are you serious? That's real family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, wait.
like come here, just let me headbutt him one good time.
And I'm glad that I like what they're doing with Nezuko. She gets. I'm trying to think. You saw how she gets like that. She gets this like this whatever. Yeah, this new kind of new form. So
yeah. All right, so top 3 now.
All right, for my top 3, this next one's is Death Parade. And it's kind of, I don't know if y'all heard of Death Parade, but it's kind of like set in the same universe as Death Note.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what happens is, say for instance, me and Marcus died together, right? We'll pop up in this place not knowing, like having no memory of like how we died. We got to play games to like prove our morality or our humanity. And like we both under stress, like we were playing darts. Our organs would be labeled on the darts. And if Marcus hit like 3, that might be my kidney. I'm like, oh shit, that hurt. So now, so you're trying to compete to win because you're like, what happens when I lose type deal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like, and it's kind of one of those animes that kind of got a little mystery to it. And as it progresses, you find out how the system works and everything like that. Me and my old lady watched together, and she liked it, and she's not a really big anime goer. So like, I think that kind of speaks volumes to how good it is. And the opening is dope as fuck too. Opening's very dope.
All right. So, Marcus, what you got?
my number 3 is Haiku. It speaks for itself, bro. Like you have, if you haven't watched it, you have to watch it. Haiku is so dope. The story, like you get the good character development. You see some like the stories of the players. Like Shoyo Hinata that's the little short red kid or orange haired kid. Like, bruh, like I love it. Like,
Sweet. So Fluffy said Tenchi Universe.
yeah.
So she there with KB.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Speaking of KB, what you got for number 3?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
There we go. See, y'all are almost like interchanging them sometimes.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is One Piece because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's like a whole manual. Like you didn't necessarily need the whole manual. You were just looking to try to change the light bulb. Now you got to, now you into something far more than what you thought you were.
Yeah.
But like any and everything, it's kind of, it takes care of it. You understand everything. When they end an arc, you don't have any questions about, well, why did they do this or how did they get to that point? You know absolutely everything you wanted to know, plus some other stuff. It's like somebody who over talks and over explains everything. And you're just like, all right, bro, I just asked you how your day was. I didn't ask you an itinerary from, well, I did this at 7 o'clock and I did this at 8 o'clock. You got a breakdown. You didn't need that. But it's appreciated that you don't have any questions. So that was my number 3. Okay, so what is your number 2?
My number 2 has already been stated, but it is Dragon Ball Z. And Dragon Ball Z is so high because you have to look at like what it did. Dragon Ball Z was a lot of folks' intro anime.
It was.
On top of that, like anytime a Dragon Ball Z game came out, it was like the new, like back in the day, it was kind of almost like the new Madden 2K came out. Like everybody was trying to get it. Like if you had it, nobody else had it. Everybody was at your house trying to play it. So,
okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
Number 2 is the Naruto series, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Number 2, like I said, Naruto speaks for itself, bro. I am the Husky Hokage for a reason. Like that's Fruit Baskets. I've heard of that. Never, I haven't watched it.
It's so cute. If you're gonna watch it, watch the newest one before you watch the other one, because the newest one actually follows the manga.
Okay.
The old one, it was based on.
Okay.
Both are cute though, but the newer one is definitely the better one.
Naruto got put in my top 10 for that bullshit they did with Boruto.
Did you hear that that Boruto is pretty much like 80% filler?
Yep,
I heard about that, and that makes me really not want to watch anymore.
Bro,
like
I watched an episode. I watched a PETA episode, dog. They were cleaning ducks, bro. He had one episode where he was trying to he was watching somebody.
You got so mad.
Or a turtle.
He did.
Bro, I was like, what, bro? I go to work all week to watch Boruto just for you to drop this BS on my bro. And bro, bro, yeah.
It's all right, bro.
So I feel like you hate the environment. You don't want ducks to be healthy?
Man, fuck them ducks, man.
So,
I don't like birds, so it's
haven't. I don't. At KB, we're right there together. I don't fuck with birds either.
Yeah.
Bro,
the only good bird is one I can eat.
And I think it makes me so mad because it has something. They draw you in with the first 30 seconds of the anime. You see the Hokage face is destroyed. Boruto missing the eye somewhat.
They need love.
Bro. Look,
hey,
bro,
they need love,
hey,
bro.
man, get that off the screen, man.
That's cool.
I'm not sure if you understand that. I'm not scared of birds. I just don't like them.
I don't.
No, but that's just a weird looking bird. That's ridiculous.
It is.
That bird sounds like a machine gun. Momiji.
So, KB, who is your number 2? What is your number 2?
Cowboy Bebop.
You did say that.
I said it. No, I mean, I just now said it for the purposes of this, but if you watched anything where we talked about like my favorite cartoons or things like that, it's always been high on my list when we do that. So this is not a surprise. My number 1 is also not a surprise if you've been paying attention.
I think
you probably know it.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
But.
Well, my number 2, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Because I felt like it was a complete story. You had I just thought about Mustang, just firing the shit off at that dude. Just he was crazy. You had people that you loved to hate. I even liked Armstrong, the lieutenant. You know what I mean? Because he's over here flexing his muscles. Like they had fun parts, they had good parts. Exactly. Dub knows what I'm talking about. He was over there doing the poses. He was like, and then their mentor's husband and Armstrong, when they got together, they were like, "Huh, you have a great physique." He was like, "You do as well." And then, did we just become best friends? I think so. You know what I mean?
My tortoise is actually named after Armstrong's sister, Olivier Mira Armstrong is the name of my tortoise.
That is dope. And then what? And even you had to respect like King Bradley, the way he went in there. Like we have a like a mashup, a Blerd mashup where they have like music playing over it, where Armstrong went in there and destroyed his own thing. He fought a tank and the tank lost. How do you beat a tank? Well, Bradley knew, so that was interesting. So there was enough action, and I think it was the right balance of action, storyline. You knew what was happening, and you got background. So then it was a complete and full story. So we're gonna do our final number one. Number one. All right, Dub, kick us off.
I already know what my number one is. It is Attack on Titan. I am a Jaegerist. You should have left that man folks alone. Look at that man family. You can't get mad that he got mad. Y'all declare war on this man. Y'all want to cry wolf.
Throwing tomatoes.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hold on, is there a problem, Doug?
Where are these metaphors coming from?
Tomatoes, because it's a. If you paid attention to anything in this story, you knew what was coming. The story to me just wasn't all that great. Like, it just wasn't.
Wasn't that great?
I said what I said, and I wanted all 5-1 of me.
The only thing that was kind of expected was Reiner being
all of it. All of it.
No.
All of it.
No. So you telling me you just knew Aaron was gonna? Well, I'm not gonna.
Did you not pay attention to nothing that came out of that child's mouth?
Hey, I was agreeing with
He literally said he wants smoke with everybody. His whole thing, I'm gonna kill all of. From the jump, you knew what that man was about.
But supposed to be saying stuff. Supposed to be saying stuff, but they don't follow. I like the fact
was surprised by what happened.
Oh, she looked dead into it. You look dead into it.
Hey, I'm glad he got all the smoke he wanted. I don't think it's gonna end like how he wants it, but whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I know how it ends, but I don't know all the intricacies of how it ends. I know
there's no intricacies because it's not intricate. It's just there.
No, I refuse to do it. Best story of all time.
Yeah, all right.
All right, KB. KB, who? There we go. I knew it. I was just waiting for it. So yeah.
Always.
So my number one is Naruto. The whole series. For those who I had something where they had like a kind of like an editor's cut. It was called the Ocean Cut, where it took out all the fillers and just kind of gave you a streamlined story of it, and it's a great story.
So I'm assuming Naruto must use the condom instead of having Boruto. Then that's what I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, it stops at Naruto. We don't talk about.
Well, okay, because his biggest mistake was procreating and making Boruto.
Damn.
Wow.
So this, like, it gives me like a view of how it's so crazy that somebody who's like an outcast who just wants to be accepted has to go through so many trials and tribulations just to be accepted and to be appreciated. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. And I wouldn't have been mad at him if he decided to take the other path and just was like, you know what? Bump this village. Let me go ahead and let this Nine Tails go.
Because the Hidden Leaf Village was clearly a trash ass place to be for more than Naruto. Like, bruh, like them was some trash ass people. Like, this is a fucking kid.
The Sand Village, they were trash.
Oh, they deserve to be in the desert, no water.
What they did to guard?
Called that boy Aaron. He could have activated that rumbling on the whole village and called it a day.
Here you go with this Attack on Titan again.
Just saying, Aaron Yeager's story, what Naruto's story should have been.
That I do agree with. And again, my issue here is that I was just bored with the story itself. But it's not a bad story. It's
a phenomenal one. I agree.
You're allowed to have your own feelings.
So I want to tell you guys this funny story. So upper management had never seen Naruto all the way through.
I hate what you did to her.
I did. I do. I ain't gonna say I hate, but what you did, you could have.
It was messed up.
You could have broken that up some.
But she works overnight, so then after that she watches a lot of it together. So like the episodes are broken down into like almost like movies. So they're like an hour 20, and so like, was it Asuma? Asuma died, and Jiraiya dies same episode. Or no, it's something like that. Like it's like one
They're pretty
episode
close together.
Asuma dies, one episode Jiraiya dies, and like little did she look like we didn't we do well, she was pregnant at the time too, so the hormones were even higher. She was boo-hooing. Like I'm ooh. But she enjoyed it. Well, she stopped watching after a while. She was like, I just need a break. I can't do this no more. I was like, just get to the other side. And then after that, after Jiraiya died, then they started then Pain came to the village. And then that's when Kakashi died. And she was like, I quit. I'm done. Yeah. I don't need nothing else. I don't care how the story ends. Kakashi done died. That was it. And before I had her watch this, had her give me like the top 5 people that she liked, and like 4 of them died. And she's like Jiraiya, Kakashi.
She had Neji, Uma, Kakashi, Jiraiya, and who was the other person? It was one person she had that lived.
Yeah, or Kakashi. But at one point, Kakashi died, and so she was like, why would you let me watch this? I was like,
no, she had an outright person that lived because he died and came back. But there was somebody that lived. Whoever that other person was, I think, lived. But 4 of her 5 got KO'd, and I was so mad at you for putting her through that.
Listen,
because
next time I'll just record it. I mean, it was not good, but it did have its merits, and it was kind of funny sometimes.
She's gonna enjoy watching me watch horror movies.
Oh, she is, because she doesn't think certain horror movies are horror movies. Like, what was it? It's like this movie called Hereditary, and like this little girl dies. Like she gets decapitated by like a stoplight, and she's like, "That's not a horror movie." You know, she thought it was funny. Wait a second, you can't think that's funny and then think, you know what I mean? So she's ready to get back. So that's what we have to look forward to. I'm gonna have it, and then I'm gonna show all the points where I may even try to do a review or a reaction while I watch stuff.
You should.
Good luck with that.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sliding your way, so you might as well get your October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd together.
All right. So we gonna have it all. We're gonna make a list. I'm gonna put the list out there. So then after that, every day y'all know exactly which movie I'm watching, and then we can review it and hear my reactions to it.
Okay.
Hold on though, because I feel like we need to know what you've seen too, though.
Oh no, that's what we're gonna do. So like that's going to be the whole episode, so that you can be able to say, "Oh, well, have you seen this one?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I've seen that one," because you know I've tried to start dabbling in it, but most of it I've avoided for. I'm 35. I've avoided it for at least 30 years of my life.
Get my list together
horror movies. All horror movies.
Get your little quick list.
Yeah. Like Marcus tried to start one last year for me, and we had a couple of them, and so but then I wasn't as consistent. But somebody's making me be consistent this year.
Get shout out to upper management.
Upper management is not playing about this list. She was like, "You haven't seen this?" Because like we'll start watching television together, and she'll be like, "Well, have you seen this movie? That's really really good." And I'm like, "Nope." I was like, and I just look at her now because she'd be like, "It's a horror movie." She's like, "It wasn't even all that bad." I'd be like, "No, nah, fam."
Get ready.
You'll be scared of it by the end of October. You'll be like a horror movie aficionado. You'll be all for the genre. Why it's gonna come out of this a new man?
Scarred. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna have like little gray hairs coming out of my locks and stuff, and be like, "Oh, what happened?" I made it
She's
through.
Gonna change things to why it.
That was cute. That was cute. I like that.
So we will have to do that. Oh, that's great. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So any honorable mentions that you guys had? Woo!
Fully Cooley.
Okay.
I didn't actually do an honorable mentions list because I stuck with the plan.
Now she want to throw it in there now because I stuck to the plan. We had honorable mentions the last time for that.
We did. I had to throw honorable mentions into mine each time.
Yeah, I mean, mine were quick. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. Like Jujutsu Kaisen is up. It could have made the list, but Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Samurai Champloo, and AOT, Attack on Titan.
That's good.
Mine, Vinland Saga, Spy Family, Demon Slayer, My Hero, One Piece. I mean, not One Piece. One Punch Man, Naruto, Bleach. Just most of the more popular animes they go on. So.
I had Black Clover, Ronin Warrior.
Ooh, Black Clover.
And I had the Gundams series because it's always with the Gundam series. There's always like orphan kids killing people. Nobody ever really addresses that. You know what I'm saying? They're usually like 14, 15. All of them are usually child soldiers. If you think about all of them.
Yeah. Or the Orphan Blood Children, though, that one is by far like the worst.
Yeah.
Like that was wild.
Gundam 002 was pretty bad too. But then they had sparkles, so they tried to make it like a sparkle or whatever their reactors were.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But then they also had a dude that was he was a sniper. He was badass. So, and I think that was it on my list.
Yeah, like y'all named some that could go on my honorable mentions if I actually built the list. Like Rurouni Kenshin would go on there. Trigun would go on there. Fully Cooley is one of my favorites. I love like the original art. I didn't care for any of the little remastered thingies they tried to do. But like those original 6 or 7, I really enjoyed. And Ouran Host Club is one that really could have made my honorable mentions because that's one that I'll watch over and over again as well.
I remember Vampire Knight. Dang.
Vampire Knight and Black Butler. I thought that was on your list, Fluffy.
No, she asked how we felt about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's where we at, man. I think it's a really cool list. What's up?
Outlaw Star.
Yes. Outlaw Star.
I feel like if they redid it now, it would be much better. But for what it was at the time that it came out, I enjoyed it.
I did.
You know what I think they should do? I really think they should do like a remake of Bleach where they take out all the fillers and then just make like almost how like they did Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and so it's just more closely associated with the manga. I think that would be a whole lot better.
That definitely would go over more. So if they went and did that just straight through, and then like you could, even if they edited it right, you can cut down those arcs or those different arcs or those non-canon arcs. You can chop those up into a movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to do, they can edit those out, make them like certain movies. But definitely someone needs to, either they need to do it themselves, or either someone needs to, someone with the editing abilities go back and maybe take out those and just go straight through. That'll be so much better.
I think they have something online, but you have to kind of really look for it. It's called like Bleach Kai, where they took out everything like that. But
like
definitely
Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball.
Like I think they need to do those. KB, what have you been flipping? It's like metal thing. It looks like one of those. You know how some people throw like needles?
It came off of one of my little tables that I have my laptop and my mic that sits on. I have like a little metal wired kind of table, and it broke off, and I cannot find my actual little fidget stone that I fidget with, so I've been playing with this.
Okay. It looks to me like one of those things that Haku was throwing at Sasuke, like, but it's just like really, really long. Yeah.
It makes me think of like the long pipes and stuff that you see some of the swordsmen in the animes where they have like the reed in their mouth. That's what it makes me think of.
Oh, those two. That one kid, the one guy beat the shit out of Black Star and Soul Eater with that. He had like a little straw in his mouth and beat the shit out of it. We got to also talk about how it's okay for grown ass men to beat up little kids in anime. Like we get normalized to it.
And it happens a lot. That happens a lot.
They shouldn't have stepped up.
Basically, you gonna learn. You gonna get these. Somebody about to get these hands.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson?
Saying these hands are rated E for everyone.
When you say how many times I gotta teach you this, remember that episode of SpongeBob? How many times I gotta teach you this lesson, old man? You know what I'm talking? Yeah.
Yep. Well, all right, y'all. Well, we've had a great episode today. I appreciate you guys all showing up, giving us your takes on anime. And so next week, or excuse me, in a couple days on Wednesday, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take all your requests for horror movies. Hey. We're gonna make a 31 days of horror movies from here. So if you guys want to do it with me, that'd be great. If not, KB says she's out already. I'll
watch. I can watch some if I haven't seen them. I'll watch some of them with you, or try to keep up with you and watch the ones I haven't seen.
The answer is no.
I rewatch Human Centipede.
Would you watch what?
I'm telling you, I'm sliding those your way,
bruh. Like it's not happening. It's not happening. Upper management's gonna veto it.
He tried to get my wife to watch those as well. She asked for some movie, one day, and he sent her and she sent me a text message talking about some. She asked me something. I said, if he said something about Human Centipede, don't do it. No, you can't watch that. Just tell him no.
Oh, another honorable mention was Food Wars. That's what I was going to have on there too.
Hey. Oh, so that definitely should be an honorable mention.
I want to like Food Wars. It's the fan service that really takes me out of it.
Fucks you up, yeah. Just people just busted out their clothes for those out there breathing.
I can't enjoy it the way I want to because that is just over the top ridiculous.
Yeah, upper management loves to cook too, and then I'd be like, oh, cool, let me show you this, and then like she was like, oh, that makes a good recipe, this, and this, and the first one where it was just like the dad and the son like having their little battle, she was like, that's cool, and then when they tried to shut down the shop, then she was just like, oh, so this is what they do, and I was like, no, it's okay, and she was like, no, it's not. I was like, okay, all right,
yeah. No, I've made several like recipes from that, and then I actually made a white tea miso and red snapper soup because of that anime. I made it for my dad.
Fluffy says you're not getting her either, Dub.
Listen, the closest I'm getting to the like horror movie thing is I will watch serial killer documentaries all day long.
And it's even worse though.
I usually do that in October.
Did you just? I was say, have you? Because everyone's watching Monster right now. I know that's the big thing. Jeffrey Dahmer story on Netflix.
Yeah,
that has really surprised me with how many people, like how people are reacting to this. Because I'm like, did y'all not know who Dahmer was? Like, is that what's happening here? Are y'all just now finding out about this man? Because he is one of the most popular serial killers in history. So I don't understand how people are
there
just
you go, Fluffy. She loves Food Wars too.
Like I get it if you're like under the age of 30, but like it's people my age and up that are like, oh my god. And I'm like,
yeah, I've seen so many people like, I didn't know I had such as I had it. Like, bro, do you
watched the first episode and cut it off.
Yeah, you understand who Jeffrey Dahmer was? Like,
right. That's what's getting me, because it's like, okay, I understand if y'all don't know about other ones, but Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Son of Sam, Zodiac, like those are the ones that come up.
Those are the main ones.
So it's just weird to see people not know. Like, if you don't know who the BTK killer is, like, I'll give you that one, because they literally just caught him 10 years ago, if that.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to, he was really only known in Wichita, for real. So, like, I'll give you some of those, but, like, these guys? Nah. You should know those names. Those names circulate every year.
Yo, we have to do like an episode that talks about like horror, like serial killers or different things in that genre, because there's like a really good comic book that's called Nailbiter that deals with like serial killers in a certain area. They all come from this one town, and like this FBI agent tries to go find his partner in this one city, and it's not pretty.
And I know a lot of people who are like, you can watch that, but you can't watch these. Exactly. Because here's the thing, I'm not afraid of a serial killer. I'm just not. Don't get me. What they do is horrifying. I'm not saying I'm gonna win a fight. I'm saying that you're gonna rethink that career path after you get done fucking with me. I might lose, and I'm okay with that. But you're not gonna want to do that again after you get it. You're really gonna see, like, is it worth the trauma that this person created for me and trying to kill her? Like, I'm gonna make you work for it.
I had somebody once tell me that their fight or flight method is just going to be like, all right, Fluffy, we will see you later on.
I gotta bounce.
Take it easy.
Yeah, so we're almost done here. So we'll catch you up, though.
All right.
So I just had somebody tell me one time that fight or flight method, essentially they're not gonna get worn out by running around. They're gonna go ahead and stand their ground and
might as well. You might as well. Like at this point, like I'm telling you right now.
We'll see you Wednesday.
Take it easy, Fluffy. I tell you right now, if we get in a fight, I don't care whether it's me against you, me against 5 others. I'm gonna tell you right now. I may not be all of y'all.
Somebody gonna leave with some bumps.
2 of y'all go leave in the ambulance with me. I'm gonna put it like that. Cause I'm guaranteed I'm taking at least 2 of y'all. It ain't gonna be no just.
Here's my thing. Like, I'm not afraid to die, right? So get in the car, I'm gonna shoot you. Bro, go ahead and shoot me. I'm not getting in that car.
Hey,
I'm not getting in the car.
You gotta do more than that.
You are not removing me from this space willingly. This is not a matter of you knocking me out. Like, you're gonna have to kill me. Good luck.
You're gonna have to lay me down, and then you gotta worry about dragging my big ass and what you trying to get me. So that's gonna be a.
You got another issue. You got trouble in the city.
That I don't have on my side.
You done shot me. It's like, oh shit. Now how I'm gonna move him? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Figure it out.
I'm little and anemic, so even if you shoot me in a non-fatal way, chances are good I'm just gonna bleed out anyway. So again, good luck. I'm gonna make this as difficult as possible, and I'm gonna be as obnoxious as possible. You're gonna want to kill me.
Well, you've seen them TikToks where they kidnap somebody and somebody stole with a pizza. Did you order pizza? Yeah, you left your phone and your wallet right here. So I was like, I just asked Siri to dial them and order pizza. I got hungry, man.
Start singing the lamb chop song. This is the song.
Man,
like, will you shut up?
Man, what? You hit bust out the skinny marink, ding ding ding, skinny marink. You do like yo.
I got the horses in the back. Yeah, I'm trying to get over here.
You gonna hate me.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You're gonna want to get this over with.
Well, KB, I got one final thing for you.
What's up?
I found the t-shirt.
I knew you were gonna find it.
I found the t-shirt. So
you should let it go.
So, Fusion Ha t-shirt found on the blerdsyndicate.com.
I can't wait for this horror movie list.
Yeah. So definitely enjoy that. But until then, we're gonna be like, who do we want to be like? We're gonna be like the NWO, except for Hulk Hogan. Fuck Hulk Hogan. And we're gonna be just 2